So you may be wondering why at 12:27 or 0:27 on July 7th, 2017 or 7/7 you take out the 201 and 7. You guys can tell it's a whole lot of sevens. So you may be wondering why is Chinchilla Q, or known as Quinn Moore of HipRockerProductionCM.com, with the noise in the background, don't worry about that. But why is he up this late doing this podcast this early? I don't know if you guys caught that. Why is he up this late but doing this podcast this early? Mind you, this is week 57 of the podcast. Sessions 271 and 275. Week 57 on July 7th, the month of 7, 2017. So why am I doing the podcast early? Reason being, one is because I actually uploaded a mashup album of music that I did over the past 7 years, 2011, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and today, 7. Like I said, today is all about the sevens. So that's why I'm still up, because I'm actually going to drop that album today, which is on the 7th. So just give me 1 second and I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. Alright, my apologies about that. But yeah, like I was saying before, though, dropping a mashup album of different tracks that I have, mashup or mixed together and everything. What I mean by mixing, I mean by mashups. If you guys ever heard, I'll give you a good example. Like, you ever heard of Michael Jackson and Nirvana track? I forgot which one it was, but I think it smelled like Teen Spirit with Billie Jean. Look it up on YouTube. That's right there. It's called. We call it either mixing or it's mashup. So I have some tracks that's similar like that, where I have different tracks that kind of blend with my music or with other people's music and things of that nature. So, and I've been doing it about 7 years. And normally, I tend to do little mashups, whatever I usually do off my iPhone, off my iPhones and whatnot. Different DJ program apps that I have, so it's easy for me to just do that, do on the go. Especially because especially if I get bored easily, I tend to listen to music a lot, like almost like 24/7. So I'm a producer too. That's part of the reason why. But at the same time, with that, I'm able to use my phone and the DJ app to see what two different songs would sound like fused together. You get some good ones, and you get some ones that like, you trash them. But the ones that you get, you're like, okay. And like I said, you get a little mishaps hit here and there because you try to match the beats per minute or the BPM and beat rates and all that good stuff. So you try to match everything together. Sometimes it doesn't come out right on certain parts of the song, but you try to blend it the best way that you can. So yeah. But with that though, I can't hear no music. Oh, there we go. No more line. So welcome, ladies and gents, to week 57, sessions 271 to 275 of the Business Minded Leaders, aka, I don't know why I put the song here, wrong one, aka Business Minded Leaders, aka the Wolves Den. I am your host once again, Q Moore, known as Chinchilla Q of HitRockProductions.com. So welcome, guys, to week 57. This is going to be a very interesting topics of the post, so we're about to go ahead and hit it right now. And the reason I'm doing this early is because since I'm still up, it's best for me to knock it out right now than from when I come home from work and be burnt out. So since I have a little bit of energy, because I did take a little nap earlier when I came home, try to upload the stuff, whatever, and fell asleep on it. The nap was bomb, though. You know how you be so tired, you gotta have one of those bomb naps. You feel refreshed, you want to go right back to sleep, get another bomb sleep. Yeah, I didn't do the bomb sleep. I'm doing entrepreneur hours right now. That means taking care of business before business is done in the morning. So yes, and all the music you hear in the background is from yours truly. So I'm gonna go ahead and play the next track and we start the show. Alright, so on July 3rd, 2017, Blessed Mondays, I said once again a month has passed and another one is here. The same question to y'all is this: what are you going to accomplish this month that's going to greatly impact your future? Think about it. I always keep saying these each and every month. What are you guys going to do this month? Because most folks out there, you tend to do a little bit each and every month, and then you just let the month go pass by. I said it last month in June. I said June's gonna go by quick. Just watch. 4th of July just passed a couple of days ago. We're already in July 7th. This upcoming week would be in July, like up in the teens or whatever. Next thing you know, it'll be on July 20th. And the next thing you know, it'll be July 30th and whatever. Then we up in August. And to be honest, this summer kind of going by pretty fast, which is crazy. But like I said before, the year go by pretty fast too. So you have to take a look at it from that point of view and from that perspective. But at the same time, the question goes back to you guys: is what are you going to accomplish in July that you didn't get a chance to finish in June? You gotta look at it from that bigger point of view of things. You have to truly see what it is that you really want to accomplish. You go ahead and go after it. You can't just be stuck doing the same thing that you've been doing. You gotta continue to push. Give you guys a good example. Let's talk about the music mashup earlier, right? The reason why the idea came to me, and I'm not a big JC fan like it used to be back in the day, whatever. Then again, I took it back. I wasn't really big on JC anyway. But how he tried to compare himself to Christ, that's where I like really draw the line when it comes to his music. Now, production-wise, for the producers that do the instrumentals or whatever, or do the mixing, the engineers that be do the beats and stuff. The beats I get for that. But JC's new album is pretty dope. If you haven't heard 444, And I'm going to tell you right now, you got to look deeper into different symbolism, especially since this is 13th studio album. 13 is a very synonymous number in different cultures, depending on what folks use it for. I like the number 13 because I used to have dreadlocks, or we call locks, or in Rastafarian partisans, we call it a crown. So I used to have my crown or locks for 13 years, which is why I like the number 13. I like the number 7 because on my 7th birthday, got the little parent just making sort of toy or something like that. Or something else happened at the age of 7, but a great experience is why I like the number 7. 21, lucky number 21, and at the age of 21, my mindset completely switched. So for those of you that are in your 20 and you about that 21, you're gonna feel a complete difference of maturity. The thing is, what kind of maturity are you facing right now in your teens and things of that nature? So still think about that. Because once you hit 21, you hit 25, and then once you hit 25, you be my age, 29, going on 30 in November. Yes, time does go by pretty fast. But going back to the JC album, it was very, for African American brother and things of that nature, it was an album that's truly, it rivals Kendrick Lamar's Damn in different ways, whatever. And you can understand the context. Now, not bragging on any other race and nationality, because sometimes you guys can understand point of views from where we coming from. You know, struggle and stuff like that. But that's all different story. I'm about to get into that. But the reason why I mentioned that is because there's a couple of tracks off the JC's album, just for the production wise, not for the lyrics. Well, certain tracks got powerful lyrics I could rock with. But music production wise, it was a couple of tracks I wish they just did the instrumental album of that album. And so I was doing mashups with it, and I think I posted some up on Snapchat or whatever, and I posted up to my old DJ from the Clan crew. Shout out to you guys. So when the homies from the crew was listening to it, he's like, man, he said something and it hit me, and I was like, oh crap, because I remember that I was supposed to. I had a different mashup album that I did, and I never sent it to him, send it to the crew first. So I told him, I said, I'm gonna go ahead and create something, actually get all my old stuff to now, and just make it to one big album. So it was supposed to be 140. It was supposed to be 130 tracks. Well, I know how many tracks it's gonna be. It was 130, then it jumped to 140, and it's now at 152, whatever. Yeah, and I know I got more mashups. Well, the other mashups is the mashups of my instrumentals, which I didn't really put on there like that. 2 different beats that I did, and I was like, nah, I keep those to myself. But I'll push the other ones out. I ain't putting it out to the public like that, only because, different copyrights from different artists and different music industries and things of that nature. So I'll just push it out for fun, not for profit. I make my own music, so I can make money off my own music as opposed to somebody else's. You feel me? But the reason why I mentioned that was because I'm doing something new. Redoing the old but bringing something new up for this month. Why? Because most of the people that I roll with, my old DJ from the Clan, most of them are DJs and different entrepreneurs and things of that nature. So they might be playing one of the mashups, one of their friends would be like, hey man, who's that? Or whatever. Or they might know somebody who, take a listen to that, be like, hey, let me hit your boy up. Oh yeah, opportunities are arising from just different things. So what are you going to do this month? Make sure that you make it count. Because once you do, then truly it's going to make everything so much more better, so much more beautiful. So you just have to, ladies and gents, you got to figure out what it is you want to accomplish this month. I'll be honest, I accomplished a lot in June. That goes from paying off the iPad that I had, paying, phone bill, AT&T bill, all that stuff early. Be able to get my sister's iPhone fixed. Well, one of them was a 6 that I had for This is a guy in 2014, whenever the iPhone 6 came out. Battery messed up, got the whole thing fixed. My little sister, she back to using the same phone I let her use, whatever, because I'm using the iPhone 7. And my other sister iPhone fixed, whatever. So, it may not sound big. Actually, that's a big thing when you try to budget or you have the money to actually do all of that. Keyword, I said I paid off an iPad with T-Mobile and got another iPad with T-Mobile, the new 2.5 inch for business, which put iOS 11 on there. For those of my Apple fans, iOS 11, I would say wait till they do like iOS 11.0.1 for the beta, where they fix most of the bugs. I'm using right now on my phone and my iPad, and on the iPad it's just like my laptop, but just a little bit more kind of limited. Actually, it works well with the iPad. iOS 11 does. It's amazing. But even just with that, the whole perspective, I'll give a good example. The whole perspective of, even with the Apple stuff, they have a new file system, which they should have had a long time ago. Like with all the mashups, whatever, I had upload the music and some of the mixes I did from my phone up to my iCloud account, the new files app. Did it from there. Went to my MacBook Pro, my main MacBook. Opened up the files, put on the laptop, bada bing, bada boom. Everything seamlessly hit together. So I'm looking like, imagine doing contracts and everything else like this from the phone. You can still do it from the phone, things like that, make sure. But imagine, you doing something heavy in your business, to which you need to get attached to over some files, some things of that nature, and many ideas start flowing. I'm like, ooh, I need to do something big this month to where we need to open something up on our files and switch it to the iPad, to the MacBook, and switch it right back, and just a whole lot of excitement. So get excited for what you want to accomplish this month. This month of July could be a blessing for everybody. Thing is, what are you going to do? Let's go set the tone for you and your family and you and your business. Think about that. So for July 4th, 2017, happy late Independence Day to everybody. Hope you guys were safe doing the fireworks and things, had some barbecue, all the other good stuff. But for On the Grind Tuesdays, I said never forget what the 4th of July stands for. But at the same time, never forget the skills that God has blessed you with. You need to understand, ladies and gents, that on the 4th of July, most folks, they celebrate it like, okay, we shoot fireworks and things of that nature. Yeah, that's all cool at games, but you really need to understand the concept behind it. Independence Day. You need to really understand what independence truly means. You need to really look deeper into the root of the word. At the same time, too, we also need to understand is that we wouldn't have the type of freedom that we have out here in the U.S. And I think some other countries celebrate Independence Day as well, too. Because you really have to look at the history as to why we have it in the first place. And for the fallen soldiers that died for us have our independence out here in the U.S. You have to look at it from that point of view as well, too. And at the same time, too, the skills that God has blessed you with to bless others and things in nature, since we've been blessed to still have freedom partially here in the U.S. and whatnot. Just take a look at the skills that God blessed you with and bless somebody else with the skills that you have. You'll be surprised. It'll take you way further more than money. Of course, you need money to pay the bills and take care of the family. But at the same time, what you need to understand too is that your skills can get you to any place that you want to get to. You just gotta know how to do it or who to talk to. Think about that. So for July 5th, 2017, Motivational Wednesdays, I said stay playing with your dreams and make them happen. I meant to say stop playing with your dreams and make them happen. The more time you put off will continue to have you stuck in the same situations. I think I actually do type 2 quick, so that's the reason why I took a look at that post just now. It's like, whoops, You ain't pay attention to it. And I say, well, stop playing with your dreams and make them happen. Not then. Yeah, a whole lot of typos. Whatever. But anyways, the more time you put them off, will continue to have you stuck with their situations. You guys have a whole lot of dreams and aspirations and things that you want to accomplish in this life. The thing is, and what you have to do is that you need to stop playing with your dreams that you've been blessed by, that God's blessed you with, stop playing with your skills, and just go out there and do it. I was talking to one of my coworkers yesterday. He had a situation, whatever, that deals with the airport and things of that nature. You know, he's back into the job. My friend who's the artist I'm working with is his cousin, who's still working at the job that my friend's not working at, whatever. But anyway, so his cousin had a little situation that he's still working with. It's over at the airport, things of that nature, financially, because something happened or whatever. But I was telling old dude, because he's a couple years older than me, 36, whatever. And I'm 29. I pushed 30 this year, so I'll say like a good 7-year jump. But other than that, I was telling him, I said, bro, you cannot be afraid to not speak up and, you know, the things that you want to do. But then I took another entrepreneur step and started breaking it down. I said, I told him, I said, and I wasn't being prideful. I'm gonna mention pride at the end of this podcast. But I was telling him, I said, sometimes you have to let folks know what it is that you want. But you gotta tell yourself what it is that you want, what you want to try to accomplish. You gotta let yourself know what dreams you want to do and go ahead and go after them. Whether you have the finances or not, you go ahead and go after them, find a way. Because once you start finding the way, then trust me, the pieces come together very much so. I'm going to need to replay back the speed. But the pieces come together very much so greatly. And when that does happen, you truly start to see a bigger picture of as to what is truly going on. So, you guys stop playing with your dreams. Stop playing with your dreams, because the more you keep playing with it, the more you'll be stuck in life doing the same thing. I have some co-workers right now that's so stuck doing the same thing in life. And I can easily tell that they're not going to amount to anything because they're too afraid to move. And trust me, some of my co-workers, I literally just want to say that out in front of their face. Not to be mean, spirit, or anything, but to really have them wake up and say, no, you don't have as much time as you think you do. You worry about this job. You worry about what the boss is going to do to you. But at the end of the day, and I told my other coworker that too, I literally blurted it out, and I'm going to go ahead and say it like this. I told myself, give a flying fuck with the managers and everybody else their things. Certain instances and things of that nature. You know, not being prideful or whatever. The reason why, and I told I said the reason why I said that is because you guys talk a whole lot of mess sometimes. Because I'm a very playful person at my job or whatever, but I'm a very serious person at the same time too. Sagittarius, you know, we get serious when it comes to working hard. But when you are a hard worker and you know how to back up the words of facts because you are in the grind of doing a whole lot of work, overachieving more than your peers, then yeah, you have the right to talk a whole lot of smack. I mean, in a good way, not in a bad way, but you know, in a good friendly way. So yeah, basically, so my coworker said, you're flying, what, you know, some of the managers be saying or whatever, because at the end of the day, we out here slaving and working hard. They try, but they don't know the full extent to the other stuff that really goes on behind the scenes. Of course, they got their stuff that they worry about, but what it comes down to what we do on the field is a whole different experience, especially we work on an aircraft. Well, get in and get out, you know, on cleaning it, and it's a whole different experience, whatever. But the reason why I had said that to him was for the fact of my mindset. My mindset is very entrepreneurial. If you guys know about Gary Fee or Grant Cardone or some of the other greats, Eric Thomas and stuff like that. Or, like especially like with Gary Vee, he touches a lot in his stuff. And there's another guy, I can't think of his name, and he's a dope entrepreneur. I forgot what old dude's name is, because he does bodybuilding stuff, and even he goes off with his tongue, and things of that nature. But to be honest, folks that, I'll be honest, folks like us, I tend to curse a lot, whatever, when we're on podcasts. We don't, just try to do it just because it's cool. Nah, we do it because we're passionate about what we do. And when I get passionate with my co-workers, I have a whole lot of words that be flying out my mouth that ain't supposed to be flying out my mouth. But at the same time, too, it's more like it's a momentum pride. It's not being prideful, but it's more on you seeing life. And I tell my co-workers too. I say you see life from a different point of view. When you go through some things and life starts to really open your eyes, and then you really start seeing a bigger picture. I told my coworker, I said, bruh, life is more than this job here. I said the reason why the managers and stuff is all effed up in the head right now is because they on a slave worker mode. I mentioned last week, they're in slave worker mode. They're not in the mode of life to where it's like, okay, we gotta work, we gotta do a lot of work here and there at the job that we have. At the same time, still enjoy life and not be stressed out all the time. So let's take a look at it from that point of view, and even when life in general, things become much more easier. And you see why the ones that go through a lot usually are the strongest, and the reason why they are the strongest is for the fact that they know how to balance out the dark with the light. And especially when it comes to their life, they know how to balance it out, and they know how to just, go with the flow, but at the same time be serious and accomplish what they need to accomplish. So we gotta take a look at it from that point of view. So, and I think that was that was for the Wednesday post. So this is for Thursday. So for July 6th, 2017, Daily Tips Thursdays, I said stop wondering. Stop letting your mind wander off to space all the time. For the more you continue to do that, the more time you continue to waste. Don't waste time. We're daydreamers in this world that we live in. We are true daydreamers. The reason why we are daydreamers is because we tend to be very unfocused when it comes to what it is that we want. I know I hear a whole lot of folks say, imagine the lifestyle that you want, things of that nature. That's cool, because when you imagine it, you're basically in a different alternative reality. But the true reality that you hear right now with the bills and the things of that nature, it's very different than another reality. But at the same time, from that, you have to stop daydreaming, stop wondering, stop try to imagine the lifestyle you want and go forward. Stop wasting time. Wherever you daydream, you're wasting a minute, you're wasting a second. Every time you do that, you waste more time. So when you look at it, you've done waste damn near 30 minutes, damn near an hour, damn near 2 hours. Just by imagining. I mean, it's good to have imagination, but if you have imagination, make sure your hands is working when you imagine what it is that you want. So once you do that, you really see imagination works together well with applying. So you have to apply whatever application it is that you're doing and make it happen. Stop wasting time and stop wondering. Make your dreams come true. Make it come to fruition. Make it flourish. Don't waste time imagining what life can be. Make it work towards how it should be. Think about that. And so for today on 7/7/7 or July 7th, 2017, false satisfactions. Pride can kill any opportunities, or more so, kill your character off quickly. So be very cautious when it comes to accomplishing big goals. I want to add more to it, which is why I had it right there, because I'm going to add more to it in the podcast. The reason why I mention pride because we could accomplish many great things in this world. It's like and what we can accomplish can give us very level-headed, especially if we get a whole lot of praise from a whole lot of people. Or for those of us that try to get praise from different people. And basically have the pride for look at, check me out, look what I have done. Look what I have accomplished. I want you to see me in my great work. Now right there could really kill off the praise. Even I almost had a situation with a coworker and they split up. He was still at aircraft. Trying to grab a vacuum and cigarette. I was going back and forth and things like that. I think my tone of voice kind of took her off a little bit to where she says something kind of smart to which, knowing me and my character, I clap back at anybody, don't give a damn if somebody is. I take that back. I do care, the age of what the person may be. But if you're in your early 30s and you're like close to around my age or close to your age, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, I can still clap back, trying to, but I mean, adult, whatever. And I can almost kind of say like my pride is about to go smooth to the left because my time could be, trust me. Like Gemini's to do, so I Sagittarius are too. We kind of like that. Don't believe in that crap, but some of the characteristics kind of look like. And the funny thing is, we all have that other side to which, if unlocked, could cause a whole lot of damage. If unlocked, could be very private and boastful, be everything the opposite of what you want. My type of side is the Joker from Batman. Very charismatic, but at the same time, extremely dangerous. But it especially comes with the tongue, very vicious. My tongue can be very vicious, and it has in the past with some other people or whatever, and things of that nature. So, just have to be very careful to when it comes to what it is that you want to take care of, what you want to be prideful about. Hold on for 1 second, ladies and gents. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. Let's play the other track back real quick. Actually, I got this track here twice. Why is that? Let's play this one. Yeah, because we're going to end the show with this one anyways. Since we only got about 10 more minutes left. But yeah, the crazy thing is with pride, you really have to be careful of it. Because sometimes some folks could try to break your pride or can hurt it. At the same time, to be prideful for the right reasons, but have a little bit, not that whole lot. And if you're being very prideful, the same thing, you are an adult. But you still slut. Wow. But you're still stuck in a slave worker mentality to which you're not accomplishing your goals. I mean, you do the average of pay bills, take care of family. That's comes with the territory when you grow. But if you're not working towards building a greater foundation for your family, no matter, and I'm talking this to everybody, because most of you guys say that you guys are adults, but most of you guys are very prideful because most of you guys say that you are doing something, but you're not. Most of you guys have careers in corporate America. Okay, I can understand that. If you love your career, cool. But if you try to be your own, I don't like using the word boss, but if you try to have your own establishment and help others, but have a product that truly make you feel good but not being prideful, then you truly have became an adult right there. Why? Because you created something to help others, but at the same time you created something that's going to help you and your family, help the next generations to flourish and to continue on what it is they may be. See, the only way you truly become an adult is when you do mature, but at the same time it's when you also put in action behind the scenes. It's where you're doing a whole lot of work that most folks don't know about because you keep everything basically hidden. But at the same time you keep everything hidden, you still doing a whole lot more behind the scenes. Folks may see the outer, but they don't really see the inner being as to what it is you're trying to accomplish. You don't tell your goals and dreams to everybody because not everybody's going to really see the bigger picture. The ones that do see the bigger picture, they go be inspired to do their own goals and dreams. One of my coworkers that still work at the job, young cat, 25 now, no, it's like a 24, something like that. He's doing big things, and I see it in him. He's still being molded into becoming an entrepreneur type thing he is. He see me doing what I've been doing in businesses and things of that nature, and I give him tips. Basically, whenever we talk business, professional, and things of that nature. I'm like his mentor in a way. And I just let him know, like, hey man, he tells me what's happening, and I give him tips and things that I have learned over the years that I still use, and that I'm still learning as well too. And I give him the same learning that I use, like, hey bro, woo, 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 and he go ahead and do it. Granted on different occasions. So, and I don't be prideful about that. I've actually be very excited because over at our job, it's more women than it is the men. But the women be on a whole lot of other stuff. Like, okay, y'all just keep your negativity crap over there. We staying positive over here. Most of the men there are worker slaves, meaning they don't have a certain mentality. And especially with some of our young black brothers, they don't have a mentality of, okay, you want to own your own business and things of that nature. That's just why I mentioned the JC album, because you kind of mentioned some things like that in a couple of the songs. The story of OJ, especially, mentioned a whole lot of things to which I'm like, this is that hip hop that this younger generation needs to hear, because I don't know what the heck they listen to. Listen to Dr. Susan on crack or something. I mean, it's ridiculous. But hearing that Grown Man album that JC put out, and hearing that track in particular, because I found it on Facebook, like, oh, you put a new song out, and I was like, ooh. I heard the little message. I'm like, okay, I see you. It's a whole lot of other rappers out there that on a conscious tip, but most of them don't really go heavy and deep. It comes to brothers and sisters, creating your own businesses and things of that nature. That's just why I love being an entrepreneur. Being African American, Irish, and Native American male and whatnot. It's for the fact that it doesn't matter what color you are, entrepreneur comes in all color, shapes, and sizes. The thing that comes from it is, what are you building for your family, your foundation that's going to truly last many generations to come. At the same time with that, can't be prideful as to what it is that you want to accomplish as well too. So be careful with pride, because it does kill off your character and makes it put off our face. Part of my character always had to kill off at work, and I almost had kind of clapped back, and one of my coworkers like, "Give this down." I'm like, you're right. I'm gonna I'm gonna stay humble. But don't think that I'm not gonna say anything back. Not in a prideful way, but in a way to which it's like, don't think that I'm gonna just be in the corner because I'll be the main one to tell somebody off. Not in a minute like that, but being the main. This way, I do it in a professional business way, to which I have folks look down like, oh, we didn't know that you can be very adequate with his words like that. Be like, yes, I know how to play both sides. I can bring out the ghetto-ness of the Joker in me, or I could keep it professional and have the G to the Q, also known as DJ Skylo, out at recordsfcn.com. Give things from a Christian point of view. Just truly keep it professional. Keep it cool. And not let it go crazy. Straight up. But other than that though, ladies and gents, just be careful of pride in what it is that you accomplishing. Don't let it get the best out of you. Straight up.
Hit Rocker Productions, making new changes to the world of music through Jesus Christ, amen.
I forgot this was the instrumental with the tag. But yeah, that's the end of that song. Cause this will be also the end of this podcast. So I thank you guys for tuning in with a brother. It's very early in the morning, and if you now just listening to it, whatever time it may be, thank you guys for truly listening to the podcast and things of that nature. As you guys get ready to tell you boys kind of crazy and things like that, but you know what? It's all good. It's always cool to have a little crazy side of you, especially when you're an entrepreneur, because you want to have fun with life. You also have fun with building up your business. And of course, it's not going to be easy. The reason why a whole lot of folks fail at being an entrepreneur and they just fail at it and just drop out and go back to being a worker slave is for the fact that they are afraid to accomplish their goals. Trust me, my mindset about the past, and I'm being humble when I'm saying this. My mindset about the past couple of days is like, bro, you can accomplish great, bigger tasks than what you're doing right now. You don't need to be afraid of it. If you fail, guess what? It means that you're just still trying it out. Whatever you try it out, didn't work the first time. So you just keep on going, straight up. That's what they don't teach you in schools. They don't teach you and break down what failed. Actually, let me read the post I found off of Instagram. It was very enlightening when I took a look at it. And truly, I think you guys will really love it too. So I'm going to end you guys with this. And I found this from a programmer, like a computer programmer, computer coding type of post that I found off of Instagram, because I follow computer programs, stuff like that. I'm a techie. I'm a tech nerd geek, y'all. So come on now. Anyways, what the post say, if you fail, never give up, because fail means first attempt in learning. N is not the end. In fact, END means effort never dies. If you get no as an answer, remember, NO means next opportunity, so let's be positive. Never got to spell fail as FAIL, which means first attempt in learning. So I'm gonna end that with you guys. Whatever you do in life, you're gonna have failures, but those are the first attempts in learning. Wherever you have the no's, it means your next opportunities. Wherever you have your N, it means your effort never dies. So you have to continue to push forward as to what it is that you want out of life, as you want out from your business, as you want from everything. Trust me, anything could go from 0 to 100 real quick. You could go for 0 to 1,000,000. Not real quick, but in some instances, if you have a certain app or whatever, then yeah, you could do it. But wherever, even an idea, you can sell an idea for a nice amount of money and be comfortable. But at the same time, you want to continue to grind, because being comfortable will actually kill off everything that you're doing. So with that, ladies and gents, thank you guys for tuning in to week 57 of the podcast. Catch you guys next week. Well, Monday or Tuesday. Might be at Santa Monica Beach, might not. I think I'm going to actually change scenery this time, so it might be somewhere else. But with that, thank you guys for tuning into this podcast. You guys have a wonderful, blessed evening. Get your rest if you need to.
And with that, your boy Chinchilla Q is out. Peace, one love. Catch you guys next week. I'm out. Deuces.